Welcome to another installment of This Is Not Normal on the Political Drain podcast with Drill Sergeant Doug, aka Admin Doug, a U.S. Army veteran, teacher, musician, and family man from Jamaica, now fights for justice and democracy through commentary and humor. Follow him on YouTube at Political Drain and at Sons of Liberty Official as Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug, continues to protect our freedoms.
Do you support Hakeem Jeffries' continued leadership of the House Democrats?
Look at that. What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. And I don't know what's in the water in Chicago, but they seem to have some of the absolute best, strongest candidates. Kat Abughazaleh, who's been out there, that's been out there protesting on the streets, that's been taking their campaign money and using it to feed the people, house the people, help the people, showing that the campaign can be run differently. And then we have Juliana, who's been using her, let's just call it, fighting nature in campaign ads, just straight up saying F Trump. I mean, doing things in a different way. But here's the deal. I got things coming. We have a new Canadian Drain coming out. We have this script written by Casper that's talking about Farage over there across the pond getting laughed at. And although that was last week and it's old, it's now compiled with Prince Andrew, the tariffs. We might talk about that. We do have a live coming up on Thursday. The point is, there's so many things happening around the world. There's Iran, and I'm going to be putting out the next few videos, which is Canadian Drain, which is that script from Casper, that I just need to get this real quick in about what's happening in Chicago. And Kat Abughazaleh just embarrassing these ridiculous, feckless Democrats. As a matter of fact, the only Democrat who deserves any respect is the one who's actually basically a conservative, because at least she was honest about it. Watch this. It's pretty much amazing. Check this out.
Do you support Hakeem Jeffries' continued leadership of the House Democrats? Hold up your answers, please.
Oh my God. And here's the thing. You're there at a debate. You couldn't, you know what? You used to just lie. You used to be able to lie, then come back later. But you're so feckless that you put up half of it. You couldn't go yes or no, one side or the other. You put up halfway. How can we ever trust you to stand on the right side of anything when you get there and you're not even there yet, and you can't do it? You can't make a decision. You can't stand with any balls. It's hilarious. Kat says nothing, and the humiliation continues.
Is AI-generated content truly art? All right. Thank you.
Hold it up high for people in the back.
Do you currently accept campaign contributions from AIPAC or from those that are longtime supporters of AIPAC? Would you vote to authorize further arms funding for Israel?
Look how quickly.
Further arms funding. Would you vote?
Look at this guy.
Would you continue to support further arms funding for Israel?
In addition to the MOU,
or otherwise posed, do you support the continued funding of Israel arms for Israel? What?
Does that include the Iron Dome?
It includes all of it.
I just can't. We got to watch it again. Look at this guy. His balls have been left on the kitchen table.
Or otherwise posed, do you support the continued funding of Israel arms Arms for Israel.
Watch how
What?
fast he puts it down.
It includes all of
And
it.
yes, oh,
Okay.
bro,
Can we?
this is embarrassing. Bro.
Everyone just hold it up all at the same time? Great. Okay, thank you. Do you take donations from Trump supporters or Republican donors? Do you know how to create a social media reel?
That's the only thing he knew how to do. He has no ideas where his balls are. He has no idea where his values are. Let's just keep it 100%. He's looking at the person next to him saying, I think she is the corporate candidate. She is the middle of the road. She is the moderate. The only way to win is to be more moderate, but not so far. And as he watches what she's going to do and puts his up, and as he cannot decide whether or not he wants Hakeem Jeffries to be in the leadership position, Kat Abughazaleh, the breath of freaking fresh air, just puts up her hand because she doesn't have to lie. She doesn't have to do anything. She's not doing anything. She's answering a question. What everyone else is doing is reading the room, taking a survey, seeing what the numbers pan out. Well, do you like corruption or do you not? Should we bomb Palestinians or should we not? How many people do like Israel and don't? No. These are the people who got us here. I'm going to have very soon, I'm hoping next week. I don't think that'll happen, though. That's a big hope. More than likely, 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be bringing on courage candidates in a round table with insiders. Not just because they live in Washington, but because they're strategists. They're media strategists, they're campaign strategists, as well as courage candidates from around the nation, all of them. Courage candidates are people who have signed on with citizens impeachment. So they start with the fact that the first day they get there, and a minute after they take their hand off of the Bible or the Quran or their chest, they're going to say, we're here to impeach Donald Trump and the entire regime. But then it goes further than that. I mean, you get the point. That's where they start. You know who's a courage candidate? Kat Abughazaleh. I was speaking to the representative of Citizens Impeachment, the group itself, the coalition itself, and we're working on trying our hardest. I'm trying my hardest to get our let's call it a series, roundtable, where we're adding different ones every time we do this. Different candidates, as well as different insiders, different experts, along with big media names. We're doing all of this, trying to get these people out here because, Lord have mercy, if that is who we have to vote for, I can guarantee you that dude in the middle and the lady on the right, but at least she can admit that she's a paid off bot of AIPAC. The dude in the middle is the reason we have Trump, is the reason we are where we are right now. And God dog it if she didn't just embarrass them both. Kat embarrassed them both by just being honest, by just having the right values. Yes or no answer. So as you see the new things coming out, as you see the Black Panthers having their rally today. I don't know if I'll be able to go or not. If I do, I'll be there. I'll be broadcasting live, but it is impromptu, and I have a lot of other things going on. But daggone it, as you see the Canadian Drain, and as you see the script by Casper come out that I'm going to be putting out and adding my own stuff to it like I always do. I don't just read scripts, no. But yeah, I do get help, especially when the story is coming from across the pond. And these stories come out. I want you to remember, keep your eye on the prize. Yes or no answers should not be hard. Only for corporate, moderate, middle of the road, feckless Democrats who still don't understand we are here in the midst of authoritarianism. We're here. They're kidnapping people off the street. They're losing people in Alligator Alcatraz. They don't know where they are. Thousands gone. Where? I don't know. No paperwork. Gone. They're building a new warehouse in Georgia. And the same people who don't want it there, who are complaining about it, were the 75% Trump voters. Should I show you that? I don't know if I'll have time to show you another one. Maybe I'll show you that. No, I'll make a different video about that. The point is, those same people, 75% of that county voted for him, and when it's in front of their door, they're buying another warehouse. They're up against it. They're mad about it. It's not that they don't want the warehouse. They're okay with the fascism. They're okay with the fascism. They just didn't expect to see it. They didn't want their kids watching it. Had to kill a spider. I don't know what's going on out here. That's what's happening. That's where we are. Will the Democrats be the same party that's okay with the warehouses being bought unless it's in front of their yard? Are they okay with fascism unless it messes with their pocket or their power? Right now, that's who we have with Hakeem Jeffries. Right now, that's who we have with Chuck Schumer. And this guy can't answer the first question. He's telling you everything you need to know. I hope to see Kat in one of these roundtables that I'm working on. I'm working hard with the representative of citizens impeachment. I'm working hard with people like Jordan Herrera in Missouri's. I don't want to say the district. It's been gerrymandered to hell. I'll say the wrong one. We're working hard with Bree Woodson in South Georgia. There's things going on at home we have to be clear-eyed and focused on. As you see across the pond and Canadian drains come out this week, I just wanted to make this one the first one so we know where we're going, because the time to fight is now. Alrighty.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.
That was the Political Drain podcast, which can be heard on www.groovechillradio.com/political-drain and can be viewed on the Political Drain YouTube channel anytime. Once again, thank you for listening to Groove Chill as we resist fascism in any form, pursue democracy, peace, and love.